Okay, what we studied yesterday, we started with our chapter, the last lesson. Okay, and we have started up till page number 5. And what we have started, we started this thing that in this chapter, the Berlin order has come from Berlin that in the place name is Elsen. That place, the people are going to study now. They are going to study German in spite of French. Okay, and our author realized that up till now he has not studied French very carefully, and he don't know a single word of it. Okay, when he entered the school, he saw the atmosphere of the school is so different from the other days. Okay, so he got surprised first of all. But when he came to know the reason that why the atmosphere is so different, then he felt guilty. Okay, he saw that the villagers are also feeling guilty. How? Because the last benches which are always empty, now they were all occupied by the villagers. Okay, and they are also sorry, they are also guilty that they have not studied their lessons, they have not studied French. Okay, in the last paragraph we have studied that their teacher, M. Hamel, who is teaching them French. Okay, he is blaming everybody, everyone, those who are there in that village for not learning French. Even he is blaming himself also. Okay, let's see how. Last he said, but you are not the worst, poor little friends. We all have a great deal of reproach ourselves with. Said that you are not alone to be blamed. Told the author that you are not the alone to be blamed. Okay, we all have a great deal of reproach. R-E-P-R-O-A-C-H. I told you yesterday, reproach means blame. Said that we all are to be blamed for this. That we are not capable of writing, reading, and speaking French properly. Okay, your parents are not anxious enough to have you learn. Now, first of all, for who he is blaming their parents. Okay, the parents of the children. He said that your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They prefer to put you to work on a farm or at the mills so as to have a little more money. So saying first of all, your parents is to be blamed. Why? Because they are never enough eager to send you to school. Okay, they don't want to send you to school. Where they are sending the children towards the farm or mills so that they can earn some money. Okay. Next, he was blaming himself, and I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? Or he was blaming that I am also responsible. That you are not capable of speaking, speaking and writing French. Then I am also responsible for this. Why? Because when I should make you sit in the class and learn your lessons, that time I send you to water my plants. Okay, and when I wanted to go to fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? And he said that I'm blaming myself because first of all, when I make you sit in the class and make you learn the lessons, that time I send you outside to water my plants. When I want to go for a fishing, I just give you a holiday. So he said, I am also responsible. I am also equally responsible that you are not capable of learning French. Okay. Then from one thing to another, M. Hamel went on to talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world. Now, M. Hamel said one and the other thing. He blamed himself, he blamed the parents, sometimes he blamed the children also, everything he said. And then he said that French is the most beautiful language in the world. Now he came to the language, started describing the French language. The clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget. Because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Now, what he said that the French language is the most clearest, most logical language, and we must guard it, we must protect it. And how we are going to protect it? When we know how to speak, read, and write French. Okay, he was saying that when one country is captured by the another country, then their language is their power. Okay, from that only they can get freedom. So he said you should preserve your language. You should protect your language. If you are not going to protect your language, what happened? You started reading German. You started speaking German and the French is gone. Okay, so you are not supposed to be called as Frenchmen then. You are supposed to be called as Germans. So he was saying that if you want that you remain in the French country and you want to protect yourself, then you have to protect your language. If you want freedom, you should protect your language. Okay. Then he opened the grammar and read the simple lessons. I was amazed to see how well I understood. And he said that seemed so easy. So easy. Now he said that, then he opened the grammar book and taught us grammar. Okay, the author is saying that when he is teaching grammar, it seemed so easy, so easy. He was thinking that I can do that. I had never listened so carefully. Now I'm thinking that I have never paid attention in my class. That's why I'm not able to understand the things. And that he never explained everything with so much patience. And as he is a child, he's not going to take whole blame on himself. He said that the point is this also, that I have also not paid attention in the class, but teacher hasn't explained so nicely. Up till now, he's not explaining nicely. That's why I'm not able to understand. Okay. It seems almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away and to put it all into our heads in one stroke. So saying that, author is saying that when the teacher is teaching, it seems like he wants to give us all the knowledge about French language. Okay, and he wants us to learn everything today itself. Okay? After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. That day, Emil brought new copies for us, written in a beautiful brown hand. France Elsa, France Elsa. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom, hung from the rod at the top of our desk. He was saying that what happened after grammar, we had a writing lesson. And Emil brought the new notebooks, new copies from them for them, and in that copies they have written France Elsa, France Elsa. Okay, he was saying that it was looking like each and every copy which is there in the class is of similar. Okay, similar pages, similar decoration, everything is done. He was saying that it was looking like small flags are hanging on a desk. Okay, they look like little flags floating everywhere in the school, hung from the rod at the top of the desk. We ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. He was telling, the author is telling to us that see this thing, if it is possible that everyone was so quiet and everyone started writing. Okay, the only sound was the scratching of the pens over the papers. He was saying the sound which is coming in the class was so quiet that the only sound is coming is scratching of the pen on the paper. Okay, one spots of letters moving, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest one, who worked right on tracing their officials, as if that was French too. Or saying that some battles came inside and nobody paid attention to them, not even to the littlest one, the small children. Okay, what they used to do, they used to catch them, then they put it in a fish hook and go for fishing. He said today they also didn't pay attention. Okay, as if that was fiction. Was saying that we felt like these battles are also French. We should not capture them. Okay, one on the roof, the patient was very good, and I thought to myself, will they make it sing in German with the pigeons? Was saying that on the roof, the pigeon could, okay, in a very low voice, and here the patriotic feelings of author are coming out. He was saying that they force the human beings to learn German, but is it just possible to force these animals, these birds also to speak in German? So he was thinking that when animals and birds are not being forced to speak in German, then why we humans are forced? Okay, when they have their freedom, why we shouldn't have our freedom? Okay. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw Emil sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing and then at another. As if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little school. Was saying that whenever I just looked at from my writing, what I saw that Emil is sitting motionless on his chair and he is gazing at each and everything present in the class. Okay, everything. As if he wants to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little school. Okay, he was saying that they know that place Emil is last day. So he was saying that he wants to fix everything in his mind, in his eyes, that from tomorrow onwards, this class, this school is not going to be his. Fancy for 40 years, he had been there in the same place with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him. Just like that. He was saying fancy means of course. He was saying of course from last 40 years he is working in this school, this classroom, this garden, everything is same. Okay. So when he is receiving all these things, of course he will feel emotional. Only the desk and the benches have been grown smooth and the molly trees in the garden were taller. And the hope mind that he had planted himself went about the windows to the said that what all changes came in 40 years, only the benches, desks and benches have been changed. The walnut trees in the garden, okay, they have grown big now. Hope vine, which he himself grew. Now it has also grown big and it is twinned. It is quiet on the window frame. Okay, how it must have broken his heart to leave it all that to a man. He said that I really felt that his heart is broken now. He is feeling very emotional. Okay, because for 40 years he is working here. Now we have to leave all these things that we have to move out from this country, from this place. To hear his sister moving about packing their trucks, for they must leave the country next day. He was saying that we can hear this. There was so much silence in the class that we can hear that above his sisters packing the trucks because they have to leave the country next day. But we had the courage to hear every lesson to the very last. He said, but he has taken every lesson. Okay, till the school ends, he has taken each and every class. After the writing, we had a lesson in history. And the babies chanted, Ba, baby, go away. Down there at the back of the room, old Foster had put on his spectacles and holding his primer in both hands, spelled the letters with them. He said that after the writing, he had a history lesson. And then babies means the children. Okay, they chanted means they recite some poetry in French, okay, for their teacher. Then he said that the old Foster had put his primer in his left hand, the small notebook in his hand, and he tried to spell some letters. Okay, you could see that he too was crying, his voice stronger with emotions. As it was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. He said that his voice when he was reading, his voice was struggling. Okay, we can say that when we used to speak while crying. So he was crying and he was speaking, so his voice was struggling. The author was saying that we are feeling sad, but we are about to laugh also after hearing his voice. Okay, how well I remember that. It was my last lesson. And that now I very well remember my last lesson. All at once the church clock struck 12, then the armies. At the same moment, the trumpets of the Persian soldiers returning from the drill sounded under the window. He said that now there was a 12 o'clock and it was a time for ANG afternoon prayer. It was a time for afternoon prayer, and he said that the Persian soldiers they also started returning from their military practice, and their voice, the voice of their fields, their march, they are doing march past in their Kavitas, their voice in the fields are also here, okay, through the window. MNS stood up very pale in his chair. I never saw him look so tall. Said that MML stood up from his chair. He was looking very pale, very dull. The author is saying that I never saw him look so tall. Here, tall doesn't mean tall in a height. It means that proud. He said that he is looking very proud today. My friends, he said, with something choking, he could not do. He said, my friends, tried to speak to the children present in the class, to the people present in the class. But he was so emotional that he could not speak. And what he done, then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of the chalk, and bending on with all his might, he wrote as large as he could, "Wives love France." Then that he is not able to speak anything, so he turned towards the blackboard, he took a piece of chalk, and as big as he can write, he just write "Wives love France." It means long live France. Okay. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and without a word, he made a gesture to us with his hand. The school is dismissed. He said then he just stand like this, meaning towards the wall, and with his hand gesture, he said that the school is dismissed, and you may all. Okay, this is your chapter and it is completed now. Now the children, the question which used to come as about thinking about, they all are given. For example, it is given over in page number 7. 3 questions are given, think as you read, and then it is given in page number 8 also. And understanding the text. Okay, these 2 questions are coming. Talking about the text, these are not coming. These are not there in the exams. Okay, we don't use to discuss these questions. Today we are going to discuss this only, which is on page number 7 and page number 8. Okay, so page number 7. What was friends expected to be prepared with for the school that day? Okay, you can unmute yourself and you can answer them. You can unmute yourself and you can answer them. What was friends expected to be prepared with for the school that day? What is expected to be prepared? Yes, children, what is
Rules for participle rules.
the rules of participle? Is expected to be prepared for the rules of participants. Very good. Why did French notice that was unusual about the school that day? What did he notice which was unusual? That
His teacher was calm and whole school was quiet.
the school was calm.
Backbenchers were filled.
The villagers were sitting at the back benches, okay, and their teacher is wearing his best dress, which he used to wear on prize distribution and on inspection days. Okay, these 3 things he noticed. What had been put up on the bulletin board? What is there on the bulletin board? It is there that the order has come from Berlin that from now onwards, German will be taught in the schools of Elsa and Lawrence, and no French will be taught. Okay, this is the notice. Just put it over there. Next, page number 8. What changes did the order from the Berlin cause in the school that day? The same. Okay, the calmness and quietness, the sitting of the villagers occupied the back benches, their teachers. Okay, the teacher is in a new dress or in a dress which is there, which you used to wear on prize days and inspection days. How did French feelings about M level and school change? How did his feeling change? How did his feeling change? Yes, his feeling changed. He realized that first of all he felt guilty and he realized that he had not studied his lessons. Okay, now he realized that his books, which seems a burden to him, they are like his old friends, and from tomorrow onwards he is not going to see them. Okay, and for his teacher also he realizes that first of all he thinks that his teacher is very cranky and he don't like him, even his ruler also. But now he is feeling emotional for his teacher, that from tomorrow onwards he is not able to see his teacher also. Okay, so these are the things which he felt. Okay, children. Now, the people in the story, understanding the text, page number 9. People in the story suddenly realize how precious their language is to them. What shows to you this? Why does this happen? So what shows this? Because the people are sitting at the back benches. Okay, they are also sorry that they have not studied their language, and even the children. Okay, even our author French is also feeling guilty for not studying carefully. And why does this happen? Because the order has come from Berlin that now they are going to teach German in spite of French. French realize will they make them sing in German even the pigeons. What would this mean? Why does he realize this? That they will just make them sing in German? Because he is thinking that they can force the human beings, but they cannot force the animals. While the human beings are being forced, while their freedom is being taken, and while they are forced to speak, speak other language. They should also have a freedom to speak, read and write their own language. Okay, his patriotic feelings came out over here. Okay, children, fine.